Another big task for Scotland here, up against a very physical Samoa team who look to be getting back to somewhere near their best.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the Samoans so far over the course of this tournament. Mialoi, he's been pulling the strings for them, and Perez out wide, he's been scoring some fantastic tries. For Scotland, Scott Riddle has been consistent as always, and we've had Darcy Graham scoring the tries out wide. For his third tournament, he's been very impressive, but two very physical challenges for a Scotland team in Fiji and Samoa.
Yeah, Scotland scored 24 points against Fiji in their quarter-final. That is no mean feat. Darcy Graham picking up a couple of those, and he was crucial as we see Scotland run out in their changed red strip for this one. Samoa with the white jerseys and the blue shorts. Just how tough is it, Mark, at this stage of the tournament to dust yourselves down after those tough losses this morning and get back up for another big one? Remember, 13 points up for grabs for 5th place in this tournament.
It is really tough, but what makes a real difference is Scotland and Samoa, they've both got a full complement of players. They've got 12 players fit and ready to take the field. So if you do get tired, at least you've got somebody to come on off the bench for you, and that does make a big difference. But it is a mental challenge for these players. They've been through 4 games already in the blistering sunshine. It's tough, but they're also excited. It's a challenge and a chance to express yourself and score some tries and win some valuable points for the HSBC World 7 Series.
The former England Sevens player himself, Richard Horton, is your referee for this one as Gavin Lowe prepares to get us started. Scotland, remember, on back-to-back London Sevens titles back in May. And they started this tournament very well yesterday. Just that tough loss to England last night, but in their opening 2 games, very impressive indeed. It's Jamie Farndale, the man who scored a couple of tries against New Zealand at Twickenham back in May. Scotland's first ever win over a New Zealand side, coming back from 21-0 down in that game, Mark. Fond memories of that for you?
Rupert, that wasn't too shabby. Yeah, good memories. But a new Scottish outfit here, and it's all about seeing what they've got to offer against Samoa.
Free tapper out on the halfway line for Samoa, with that kickoff not going to plan. Here's Fa'alaminga Seli rumbling up into the Scotland half. Samoa, under former New Zealand Sevens head coach Sir Gordon Titchens, had a tough year on the series last time out. Nowhere near their best, but they look to have started this campaign handily indeed, and here they go, breaking through with Murphy Paulo. Motunga, he's been handy all weekend, offloads to Seli. And there's Darren Kellett-Moore. Paulo again, as they look to spread it to the far side. Joe Perez in the 11 shirt, he's been very dangerous with the ball in hand, as is Samoa Taloa with a flick out the back to Perez. And another offload for Samoa, and will this result in their first try? Yes, it will. Excellent play in the close quarters on the far touchline from Samoa. And it is Samoa Taloa who scores his 93rd try in his career, and that's a great start.
But Rupert, the damage was done through Mialoi. That little hitch kick, and he gets his arms free for the offload, and Samoa Taloa, he is a try-scoring machine. And they scored that try with 6 players. Seli, an absolute warrior. He played 2 extra phases after you could see he was going through a lot of pain with that right leg. He's now hobbling off. Hopefully he's going to be all right and he'll be fitting well for Cape Town next weekend. Great start for Samoa.
Conversion unsuccessful, and we can see on the near side here, there he is, Fa'alaminga Seli. What a warrior he has been for this Samoan 7 side, and that does not look good. I hesitate to say he looks doubtful for Cape Town next week, and he would be a huge loss.
Yep, let's go. Yeah, he's been a fantastic player for Samoa over the years.
Never forget him leading the Samoa 7 side in Paris a couple of years ago when they absolutely stunned Fiji to take out that event. And here comes Scotland. Darcy Graham has scored a whole swagger tries this weekend for Scotland, but penalty Samoa, they'll go quickly through Taloa. Perez. Here's Paolo in midfield, tries the offload to Perez, goes without it. Taloa at scrum half, comes the near side. Gets some footwork going on Gavin Lowe, but Lowe makes the bootlace tackle in the end. There's Motunga, almost through. Last-ditch defence there from Ferguson.
Back.
Scotland having to do a lot of defending here. Another chance over on the far side for Darren Kellett-Moore. Alorcio's out there for Selly, the injured player.
Away, hands away!
Let go, says the referee. He did warn them. Richard Horton. Another straight arm penalty for Samoa, and they go quickly. Chance of numbers over there on the far side. Cut out pass. It's hit the man, and they're in the corner. It's Darren Kellett-Moore. But has he gone into touch?
Okay.
It's tight. It was a great last-ditch effort
Timo
by Jack Cuthbert.
Try or no try?
Reaches out, and that looks pretty fair.
Ah, what a finish. Ball retention from Samoa there is what that was all about. It's so difficult to win the ball off them because they're accurate around about the breakdown. They're winning those races. The first support player is there, and that's pivotal to holding on to the ball. Conversely, the Scottish team defended very well through multiple phases. They're not committing too many players to the breakdown, so they have got numbers on feet to make tackles. But when you're going through 3, 4 and 5 phases, eventually, Samoa, with such strong runners, they're going to break you.
Darren Kellett-Moore making his debut for Samoa here in Dubai this weekend, out of the Ponsonby Club in Auckland. And that is a fine physical finish from him. The conversion's unsuccessful, but 2 tries to the good. Samoa, plenty of support for them as well.
I'll be interested to know if Samoa won the toss and chose to play this way, because the Scots have got the sun in their eyes. You'd expect Mieloy to put this ball up into the air. It's not going to get snow in it in Dubai right enough, but you'd expect it to be up high so that it's in the sun and it's difficult for the Scots to take it.
Well, they have been traditionally one of the best restart teams in the business. Samoa almost revolutionised that part of the game in rugby sevens, but that was not what Tila Mieloy was hoping for. You've got to get it to the 10 if you want to compete.
That's a challenge. These guys are so accurate with their kicking, and they have to just drop it on the 10-metre line. There is an element of risk.
Robbie Ferguson dishes it off to Gavin Lowe. Scotland with their first foray into Samoan territory in this match with just 90 seconds to go in this first half. The captain, Scott Riddell, out to Darcy Graham. What a weekend he's had. Riddell flings it through Jack Cuthbert. Jamie Farndale goes to ground. Harvey Elms playing scrum half on that occasion. Through Riddell once again. Here's Gavin Lowe. Long straight pass out to Darcy Graham. Checks off his left foot. He's beaten one. He's beaten another. Graham, and he's an excitement machine. Back to Riddell. Oh, this is lovely from Scotland. It's Gavin Lowe in the corner. You will not see a better try in this game than that. Great stuff.
That everything. Traditional Scottish rugby. You see them going from the right-hand side. Scott Riddell, beautiful pass. Gavin Lowe taking it full pace, as does Darcy Graham. And as we've seen all weekend, he's strong on his feet, he's jinky, he does not give up in the contact. He's looking for that try line, stays on his feet, get the offload. And Gavin Lowe, as we'd expect, he's a rapid little man, and he gets it in the corner. He'll be chuffed with that.
Another smart finish in the corner, this time from Gavin Lowe. Conversion doesn't make it, but Scotland right back in this, 10 points to 5. Darcy Graham, who really makes things happen, doesn't he, out of the Hoyk club, where Stuart Hogg started his rugby career. Darcy Graham now connected with Edinburgh. He really has been a valuable addition to this Scotland Sevens team, and there's a heavy fall for the Samoan catcher there. Scotland come away with it through Farndale. Looking for another try just before the break. They won't get it.
Just Samoans, they won the race to the breakdown there. The Scottish team will be disappointed with that. Jack Cuthbert did brilliant to get up in the air and win that. He's got rule height, 6'5", he's a big man, and they're using him as an asset, especially at kickoff time.
Speaking of kicks, that's a magnificent touch finder from Tila Mielo. He has kicked it 45, 50 metres. And these days, you kick it straight out with a penalty, you get the line out. So another chance here for Samoa. Puts his team in an attacking position.
Just there where your foot is.
Samoa throw the line out with the Saltier flying in the background. And here they come. 2 tries to the good in this 5th place semi-final already. Here's Joe Perez with a savage line. Oh, what a way to respond by Samoa. That was a harsh angle from Joe Perez, and he went in untouched.
Clinical play. That's got Gordon Titchens written all over it. We've seen this all weekend from them. You've got Samoa Taloa in the middle, who's got pace. He drags his own centre. Perez, such a big man, he's coming back against the grain. It's so difficult to get a hit because all the shoulders are turned, and he picks that gap brilliantly. Too quick as well to get anywhere near him as a defender.
He gallops through, does Joe Perez. Wonderful finish from him. Not the first time we've seen that this weekend. Conversion attempt just sneaks past the right-hand upright, but Samoa in pretty good shape here in the 5th place semi-final. They lead Scotland by 15 points to 5. So Gordon Titchens with some final messages to his Samoa 7 side. His first full season really in charge of this Samoan team. Last year in Dubai here, he had to sit in the stands and watch. He couldn't even go out onto the field because he was still technically under contract with the New Zealand Rugby Union. He wasn't allowed to take over until January of this year. And they really did struggle to get themselves going on the series last year, didn't they? But they really looked like getting their act together, this Samoan team. And what a great thing that would be for this sport. Former World Series champions, of course.
Yeah, and you wouldn't put it past Gordon Titchens to see them win a couple of events this year. He's getting real continuity in this side, and they've got strength all over the park, pace, size, and playmakers as well.
Those halcyon days of Uali Mai and Lola Louis. Fasoliva, and here's a catch right off the restart. Great start from Matunga. Rumbles into Scotland territory. They got the bit between their teeth of Samoa. Here's Mieloi.
Okay. Penalty advantage.
Advantage coming Samoa's way. Free hit. Show and go that time from Paolo. And Paolo will put it down right under the posts. You can see that dummy from way up here, and Scotland fell for it.
They did. We see the importance of the kickoff and that accuracy that we've talked about. It lands right on the 10-metre line, and then Paolo with the dummy, but also it's that fend. It's that fend that creates that separation and distance away from the defender. It's just so difficult to get a hold when you're getting the fend placed right on the chest or the shoulder.
Easiest of conversions from right in front. Murphy Paolo on debut here in Dubai. showing what he can do.
Rupert, they've just got so many players that come through the system with this natural ability to take defenders on, manipulate defenders, use footwork, but also a mixture of strength and pace too.
There's been a lot of talk about off-field issues with Samoan rugby of late. The autumn internationals dominated by all that chat up in Europe through November. Financial constraints with their union. What a great injection of confidence and passion it would be for Samoan rugby generally if their sevens team can get back to the right at the top flight of the game, and they're looking like they're heading in that direction. McLennan gets us restarted as that kick from Samoa went straight out on the full, and running into contact is Harvey Elms. Penalty Scotland. High tackle. Zero tolerance these days.
10 wide, high tackle.
Samoa Taloa in the 10 shirt. Guilty party on that occasion. Scott Riddle will not stop working for this Scotland team, their captain. He gives it off to Nick McLennan, who hands it to Jack Cuthbert. See if Scotland gets something going here. They have scored some wonderful tries this weekend, and here's another one coming, is there? No last-ditch defence from Samoa. Held on to, will he reach out? Just short. Still alive for Scotland. Looking for another try, and they'll get one. It's Darcy Graham, who's been their key finisher all weekend. And that has got Scotland back in this, his 8th try in the last 2 days.
Well worked try. That came from Jack Cuthbert's line originally. A little bit messy at the end, but the interplay between Scott Riddle and Robbie Ferguson was brilliant. Unselfish play from Robbie Ferguson at the end there. Darcy Graham in for yet another try.
Well, they are not going away in this match, Scotland. Look at that. Top of the pops in Dubai, alongside Dan Norton, who'll be appearing in a cup semi-final a bit later on against New Zealand. All the big games on the way. South Africa, Fiji in cup semi-1. England, New Zealand in the other. Scotland have it off the kickoff. Looking for another try. Naiathavu with a customary offload. Flings it out wide to Ferguson. That one goes to deck. Gives the Samoan defence a chance to push up, but they look like they're getting a bit tired, Samoa, and they're through against Scotland. It's Darcy Graham again, 5 metres out. Counter up coming from Samoa. Scotland somehow retrieved that, but there's been a little knock on in there from Samoa, so Scotland will have a scrum in a great attacking position.
We'll see here the precision of Robbie Ferguson's kickoff here, and also the awareness of Hugh Blake to tap that back in, and the handling ability from Joe Naiathavu. That's clinical skill off the kickoff.
So 12 points the difference, 2 minutes to go. 5th place semi-final. Scotland trailing Samoa, 22 points to 10. Pick up a try here, and they are right in business. Some heavy defence coming in from Tila Mialoi, stopping Nick McLennan in his tracks. Joe Naiathavu tried to go quickly off the base. He'll get the quick tap with the penalty now. Chance here for another try for Scotland. Has Graham got his 9th for the weekend? No, he hasn't. He's in touch.
I thought Harvey Elms could have gone himself there.
Didn't get a number.
And dived over. But they've got another chance. Richard Horton's given a penalty here.
Scotland with the penalty advantage. Naiathavu has it. Still alive, 12 points behind. Needs to pick up 5 or 7 here at least. Fling it out to the far side. It's Jamie Farndale. He can score a try. Get some footwork going. Another advantage coming for Scotland. Looking for another score, and they've got it. It's McLennan. As the clock ticks into the last 60 seconds, they are now 7 points behind with a conversion to come.
You wouldn't pick it. They went down the physicality route. Joe Naithevu took that quick tap in front of the posts, tried to go himself, but Mieloy was up to the task. He hit him hard. They managed to retain possession. And Nick McLennan, little dummy, had the strength to reach and score that try. They're back in the game.
Crucial conversion just goes to the left, so it remains a 7-point game. A converted try for Scotland will tie it up and we'll go to extra time.
This is where the kickoff becomes so important.
Time off.
If Robbie Ferguson can land this on the money and give either Joe Naithevu or Hugh Blake an opportunity to win it back, it gives them one last chance with possession.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I imagine it's coming to Blake with Naithevu closely following. Naithevu's up there for Scotland. Has he gone forward? No, it hasn't. It's into the hands of Farndale. He's away. Have Scotland got the win? Well, they've got the draw if they kick the conversion. They've done it quickly. There's still time to get the win. They'll go back for the restart. What a game, 22-all.
It just shows the importance of that kickoff. Naithevu leaps like a salmon. He gets a great connection. The bounce of the ball, you can never tell where the oval ball is going to go. Jamie Farndale, he knows where the try line is. Game on.
What is it about Scotland coming back from seemingly unassailable deficits? Here they are. Final play, 22-all. Samoa have it this time. That's the halfway line you're looking at. Samoa happy to kick it out. And we will go to extra time.
22-all. 22-all.
It is 22-all. As Richard Horton says, so we will go to extra time here.
22-all.
How many
Extra
games
time.
have we had?
No, just, yeah, and they got the try and converted. 22-all. 22-all. It's 22-all. Scores 22-all.
Bit of confusion down on the sideline. Jamie Farndale scored the try.
Extra time.
The conversion was taken quickly. That took it to 22-all. I think perhaps the Samoans maybe thought they had the lead in the game. Richard Horton was right on it, the referee. He knew what was going on. It's all tied up at 22 apiece. We will go to golden point.
Yeah, another exciting game, Rupert. Another game going to extra time, and it just shows how competitive the games are at this stage of the tournament. Valuable points are available for the HSBC World 7 Series, and both teams are desperate to move in to a final game.
I think the confusion was that the stadium scoreboard hadn't registered the conversion points.
Your call. You want heads or tail?
So Samoa thought they were 2 points in front. They saw the scoreboard.
Heads.
But the referee is the man in charge. There's Richard Horton here. He's been around as a player. He's been in this situation himself.
You choose.
He knows the
You play that
score.
way. Okay.
You can see Scotland chose to kick off there. Samoa get the choice of which direction they want to play, and as expected, they're going to play with the sun to their backs. Means it just adds that extra challenge for Scotland, because again the sun is in their eyes, and it does make it difficult.
And is that the choice you'd always make if you win the toss in this situation? Did you take the restart yourself, confident of winning it back?
One thing, it means you're further into the opposition half. The Samoans, they're so dangerous at kick-off time on their own kick, as we saw they scored from that little dink from Mieloy. It gives you an element of control because you know exactly where the ball's going to go. The Samoans, it's a guessing game for them. Robbie Ferguson will be trying to pick space here. The Samoans are at individuals. They've got a couple of pods on the right-hand side of the pitch.
It's Hugh Blake and Naithevu over on the far side for Scotland. They'll be chasing this one. And they do go through Robbie Ferguson over to the far side. He's chipped it high again, and Naithevu's up, but it's fallen into the hands of Fatua Otto. And he's been shoved over the sideline. Scotland go quickly with the line out. Darcy Graham, he's the danger man. Shows the Samoan defence the ball and then puts the hammer down. Just stopped by Tupou, the Samoan captain. Here's Naithevu. Decides to step off his right foot. Scotland patient here, but that's a loose pass and it's gone to floor. Samoa have it. It's golden point. The first point wins it. Players out on their feet. It's been a long weekend. Can Samoa grab it at the death here? Cutting inside, back to Perez, and who else but Joe Perez will win it for Samoa. What a finish. He's been their danger man all weekend, and he's the one that gets the win in the 5th place semi.
Margins so small, but this Samoan team, they're a quality outfit, and we see again, it comes down to an offload. He won that contact area, he sighted the offload, and it was accurate. And as you said, Perez, he's been on awesome form all weekend, and a well-deserved win for Samoa. Cracking game.
Sometimes 5th place semis are tired watchers, not this one. Samoa have won at golden point.